to be honest, really enjoy it out in Paris. So the lie is I actually never spent 3 months living in Paris. I spent a couple months living in Buenos Aires, but never in Paris. Skydiving is true, and Argentine tango is true.
Very fun. We'll have to talk about that skydiving situation. Thank you, Jane.
And Jane, you and Karen have a lot in common because Karen also dances.
Who, Corey?
Karen Coons.
Oh, cool.
All great for conversations after. Don't forget to connect with everybody for each other. Connie Medina, hi there. You're next.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Connie Medina with Clarity Consulting. I'm a management, hello. Hi, Jeannie, were you giving me the high five back there? Management consultant, and I help my clients set focused goals, take meaningful action, and see real results in their work and business. Here we go. Are you ready? Number one, when I was young, I wanted to grow up and be a solid gold dancer. Number two, I hiked, Judy's laughing. Number two, I hiked to the top of Huayna Picchu, which is behind Machu Picchu and also known as the Hike of Death. Number three, I once partied with LL Cool J at a wedding.
We are stumped. Tell us, Connie.
Okay, so the lie is that I actually did not hike to the top of Huayna Picchu. It is actually known as the Hike of Death. If you Google it and look at the videos, it makes me nauseous. I'm deathly afraid of heights, but I went on this trip with my then very new boyfriend because I didn't want to be a wuss. And I made it about 85% of the way, and I had to stop because I was crying and I was going to have a panic attack. So that's my Huayna Picchu story. Yes, when I was young, I did actually want to be a solid gold dancer, legit, no lie. I was ready. I did a lot of performances in my grandmother's living room, and I did actually party with LL Cool J at a wedding. One of my best friends from high school married Ricky Waters from the 49ers, and those two were friends. So it was fun to hang out with LL and reminisce on our old high school days.
Very cool. And just know we're going to expect to see some of these dance moves you've got.
Don't challenge me.
Thanks, Connie. Karen Coons, hello. Good morning. You're muted.
I'm sorry, I was trying to unmute on the instead of at the bottom. Anyway, my name is Karen Coons, and I work with Neora, which is skincare and health and wellness products. And my 3 questions or statements are: I lived in 3 different states. Number 1. Number 2. Initially, I wanted to be an interpreter for the United Nations. I took 5 years of Spanish, and then. Number 3 is I played the accordion, violin, and piano. I also do Latin and ballroom. That was one of mine, but I had to change it because Corey gave it away.
Okay, so it looks like 1 and 3 are popular.
1 and 3, okay.
So tell us your lie and then your truths.
My lie is I lived in 3 states. I was raised in California, born in California. I've been here ever since. So the other 2, initially I did want to do that. I took a foreign language, wanted to be an interpreter at the United Nations, but I decided to get married at a very young age and dropped out of college initially and all that. So then number 3, I did play all those instruments. So, yeah, don't ask me right now, but.
Yeah, I want to know more about this accordion.
That was, oh gosh, I'm going to date myself. If you guys remember the door-to-door salesman who signed you up to take an instrument, and then your parents rented the instrument for you for forever. They didn't want to invest in it long term, so I ended up quitting, but it was a really fun instrument. And then I went on to play the violin for several years, was in an orchestra in school, and then during that time I also took piano. So I played that for many years.
Very nice. Thank you, Karen. Didn't know you were so musically inclined. Next, I have Howard. Hi, Howard.
Hello, I'm Howard Kummerman. I'm the executive director of the Cypress College Foundation. And these are my truths and lies. Number one, I have competitively raced a performance BMW with a professional driver. I rode the maglev train in Shanghai, China, and met the chief engineer who helped to develop the system. And I have a large family with siblings in 6 states.
Tough. Okay, let's see. Looks like everyone's voting 3. Tell us more.
Number 3 is my lie. I actually only have one sibling who does live in another state, but I only have one sibling. I have a very small family, actually. The BMW is not like it sounds necessarily, but I did a BMW experience where you could go and competitively drive BMWs in a controlled environment. That's why I put with a professional. They put a professional driver in the car with you, and then you race against other people in the vehicle. So it's a lot of fun. And but you're on a racetrack and you're going fast. It's fun.
What's
And,
fast? How fast?
Well, I guess it feels faster than it is because you're going on so many turns. You can't. It's not like you're on a straightaway going 100 miles an hour. You're having to, go up to 80 miles an hour and then suddenly brake and turn the corner. So it's a fun experience. And
Awesome.
then I did, yes, I had my go to China with a group of people that met with officials and it's pretty incredible the train system they have in Shanghai with the maglev system. Kind of thing that we should have for public transportation around the world, really.
Great. Very cool. Thank you. And it's so nice to meet you, Howard.
Nice to meet you too.
Mr. Tim Way, tell us more about yourself.
Good morning, cats and kittens. This is Tim Way. I'm a Seal Beach Chamber of Commerce board member, and my 9 to 5, I work for a wireless IoT carrier. My 3 items. My first car was a 1970 Ford Bronco, so everybody was pretty jealous of me. I lived in North Shore in Hawaii, on Oahu, and I partied backstage with Richard Branson at the Virgin Mobile Music Festival.
Okay. It looks like there's a good mix. You stumped us too. Tell us.
So I actually did party backstage with Richard Branson. So my customer used to be Virgin Mobile. And
Oh,
owns, close to 20 phones with Virgin Mobile, and I got invited to go to his very first music festival in Baltimore. And the night before that concert, I met my wife in a bar in Inner Harbor, and I got her VIP passes, and we got to party backstage, and I introduced her to Richard Branson, and I've had that smoke shield going on for 12 years now, so she's still with me.
great story.
And in 92, I moved out to Hawaii, and I lived in North Shore with my brother, and we had a construction job. It was actually a government job. And it was uncommon for you to make inspection through the entire job. So if you did that, they gave you a $20,000 cash bonus. So sure enough, we made inspection through the whole job. We got to 20,000, and my brother and I flew to Maui and spent all that money in one weekend. And I will not tell you any stories about that weekend.
That's
And the lie
for
is-
another time.
The lie is, my first car was actually a 1982 Chevy Camaro, and not a Ford Bronco, although that's like my dream car.
Very nice. Thanks, Tim. Mr. Stan, hi, good morning. You're on mute.
There we go. Yeah, I'm Stan Blackwell, Seal Beach Chamber Board member and ambassador. I own 60 Minute Spectacles and Easy on the Eyes Art Gallery. I have my number one is I'm a Vietnam veteran. Number two, I'm a Native American Cherokee Indian with 15 siblings. And I have a large martial arts studio.
Okay, I think it's unanimous 3.
Number 3, you guys know me too well. but I did teach martial arts, and I did have a studio. It wasn't very large, and I only had like 6 students here in California when I first came to California. My truth is that I am a Vietnam vet, 6 years in the Air Force, and that I didn't shoot Tupac. I shot him, but I didn't kill him. And I do have, I am a Native American, I'm Cherokee Indian, and I do have 15 siblings.
Wow. Thank you. And thank you so much for your service, Stan.
Mm-hmm.
Jim. Hi, Jim.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Jim Better. I run a company called Essential Plans. Its mission in life is to help people plan for their longevity. And my 3 items are, one, I once failed a polygraph test for the CIA. Second is that one of my favorite things to do is to skydive with my friend Jane Cadeau. And the third thing is I've never been arrested.
Oh. 2 and 3, it looks like. What's your lie? And then the truths.
I've never been arrested.
How many times have you been arrested?
And we can't go into the reason.
Don't tell.
So tell us about your truths.
Actually, it was a Vietnam War thing.
Okay. Do you want to elaborate a little bit more about your truths?
Well, the skydiving thing is it's the most fun thing you can do with your clothes on. As far as the failing the lie detector test, I did apply for the Department of Defense when I got out of college. And one of the things I was cautioned to is don't lie to them when they wire you all up. But this was in the 60s. And after they asked me what my real name was and asked me where I lived, they said, "Did you ever smoke marijuana?" Well, it caught me by surprise, and I said no. And that needle went jumping.
Don't lie. Gotcha. Thanks, Jim. We have just a couple more. Danielle, are you there?
Hi, yes, I'm here. Sorry, I have about half a dozen kids running around back here, so I'm at home today. I am the estate planning lawyer. I have a law practice with my sister. And here we go. Okay, number 1, I pick grapes in Hungary for a winery. Number 2, I am fluent in German. And number 3, I was a fashion designer for an LA company.
Okay, so we've got a few 3s, 2s. Can you tell us?
Okay. The lie is I am not fluent in German. My husband, that is his first language, but I really haven't even picked up anything. And the other 2 are the truths.
You want to tell us a little bit about any of this?
Sure. I did spend some time in Hungary picking grapes and then traveling all around Europe with a friend when I was younger, so to be young. And then I was also a fashion designer. I went to FIDM before I went to law school.
Very nice. Thank you. And then I have 2 that Johnio, and then I have a 562 number. So we can do Johnio. I don't see a picture.
Felicia?
Hi.
Felicia, it's Corey. I think Mackenzie should play too. She's being really quiet, but I'd love to hear her truth and a lie.
If she wants to play, I'm not going to put her on the spot.
Me too. I want to hear some truth
She
and lie.
muted herself. Let's,
Yeah.
let's see about Johnny O first, since I was already picking on that. Who's the person? Who is that? That's okay if you don't want to play. Mackenzie, do you want to share?
I didn't think of any, so
Why don't we go to the 562 number, and then you can go after that.
sure. And you have hit your time, just so you know.
Thank you.
You're
We'll do it
welcome.
really quickly. 562-243. Who is that? Okay, that's okay. Mackenzie, you have 10 seconds to think of your three. Oh. 562?
Hello?
Hi.
Hey.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Johnny O here?
Oh, hi, Johnny O. Do you want to go next?
Sure, I don't know how this works. I'm not on the...
That's okay. So we're just going through, and we're just kind of getting to know each other a little bit better. So 2 truths and a lie. If you wouldn't mind sharing what, just think of 2 truths about yourself and a lie, and then we'll just kind of allow you to speak for a minute. Do you want to take a minute to do that while we go over the 562?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, go.
Okay. 562 number. Who's that?
I think depending on how he registered, it could be both. He could be both.
Okay. Okay, that's okay. Johnny O, do you want to go now? Did you think of
Sure.
something?
John. Hi, good morning, everybody. John Osborne here, Alameda Psych Care. Of course, everybody knows that that's my wife's business, not mine.
Hi, John.
So, two truths and a lie. I was an Army officer. Number 2, I ride motocross. Number 3, I love liverwurst.
Okay, looks like 3 is the lie. Is that true?
3 is the lie. I hate liverwurst. Number 1 is true. Yes, I was an Army officer. I am retired with 20 years of service between the active duty and the Guard and Reserves. Both served in the infantry and field artillery. And yes, at the age of 60, I still ride a 400cc motocross motorcycle.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your service, too. Thanks,
Great.
John.
Thank
for
you
being
for
here.
service.
562 number, are you ready?
It's the same.
Okay.
The 562 is John Osborne.
It is John. Okay. I did get a message from Mackenzie, I think. Do you want to take a stab at it, Mackenzie?
Oh, Lord. Oh, gosh.
Y'all want to know.
I think mine are obvious because I'm such an open book. So if you know me, you will know what it is. Let's see. I am originally from Idaho. My dad was a jockey at Los Alamitos Racetrack, and I grew up rodeoing.
Yeah, I don't know. Those are all new to me.
What was the last one?
I grew up rodeoing.
Okay. So tell us. I think 3 is the most popular one.
It's one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
My parents are both from Idaho, and they met at the racetrack in Boise, and so they came down here. My dad was a jockey for like 20-something years at Los Al until he retired, and I did grow up rodeoing. We had horses over here, and yeah. There you go.
Thank you.
Sure.
I really hope that everybody, I don't think I forgot anybody. And if I did, please let me know. But I hope that everyone had a good opportunity to kind of dive a little deeper into or understand everybody a little bit better. Any last comments and thoughts before we kind of do the closing? Stan?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, this is
Awesome.
cool.
Okay.
This was really fun.
This is fun. I mean, this is really fun. I like this. This is fun.
Good. Thank
Good
you. I mean,
exercise.
I feel like we go about our business all the time and we don't have an opportunity to stop and really get to know each other. And we haven't had a breakfast in a while. And what better way than to kind of put everyone on the spot and share a little bit about yourselves. So again, thank you so much for joining us today. We have been trying to get, have these activities and these events so that we can, even during this quarantine, really see each other and have an opportunity to talk to each other. We also hope that you found that this to be helpful to kind of get to know a little bit about the chamber members, who the local businesses are, and your local community. It's so great to see old faces that we've known and new faces today. So thank you for everyone to be here. As always, if you have any questions about membership or the Seal Beach Chamber, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself, Junie, Corey, Mackenzie, any of the ambassadors. We're all a very friendly group and we love to help you and help each other out. So reach out to us. And lastly, before I forget, next Wednesday, we have a Let's Do Lunch. Please save the date. That is going to be more structured in terms of kind of networking with each other and learning about what our struggles are business-wise and how we can help each other to be more successful. Any last-minute questions, comments, or accusations? Okay.
I'd like to just say that
I think we need to set up a dance battle between me and Junie.
Yes.
Okay, you gotta throw Karen in there. She's got the stuff. I'm warning you now. She will.
Oh, that's right.
Fall
Yeah,
down.
I think Jane and Karen got to do a tango battle. That's
Yeah.
what they want to do.
Let's do
Remember,
it.
mine was a lie. Mine was just a lie, Connie.
Hey, look, I'll dance with you.
You wouldn't have said it if it didn't have something right there in your little heart.
Hey, Connie, I'll dance with you.
Okay.
Hey, Karen, I'm thinking, you might not have wanted to give me a goodbye gift, because I'm a lame duck president now, but I think that you should play the piano or something at my goodbye hurrah here.
Not a bad
The
idea.
accordion. I'm totally down for the accordion.
Hey, I have an idea for our board retreat. It should be skydiving. I think that's
Oh, hell no. No, I don't jump out of a perfectly good airplane. No.
Good idea.
I'm still sold on the whole mixology team building exercise that Mackenzie keeps telling me is inappropriate. I think creating drinks from the chamber is a fantastic way to get connected. We could figure out how to do that on one of these Zoom things. It would have to be at like 5 o'clock, but I think that would be a win as well.
Let me know. I'm happy to help coordinate that.
I mean, we could all jump out of the plane holding hands. How much more?
Yeah. That'll take a lot of mixing.
I like you, Junie, but not that much.
We have just about 8 minutes or so before 10. I know that there have been some questions about what's going on with Main Street. And anybody have any pertinent questions you want to ask? Since we have Corey here and Mackenzie. Any questions?
So I can I can't queue it up because it's going to be at the city council level.
Okay.
They'll be voting on it, but there's some really exciting things coming down from the CARES Act at the local level, and we are working with the city about being able to put some money at the local level into like much needed hands here to kind of help. Probably looking at grants and those kinds of things. The city council will be voting on it Monday. So we're excited about that. And we've asked the city to get some mask clarification. And of course, the whole world has changed since we asked on Tuesday. The governor had just issued another. We don't know how that's going to work out. But in Seal Beach, there's quite a bit of confusion. We've been trying to address these on social media as best we can. Really like what masks, it's masks. We've got business owners that are that really care about their customers and are trying to keep them as safe as possible, and then balancing this out with this very confusing time and are masks required, are masks not required? So we've got
Yes, they are. As of this morning, it's a everybody in California must wear a mask if you're going to be anywhere, even walking outside within proximity of another human being.
Right.
So it's required now. It's not an option.
Right. And so that's helped us on the state level, but there was a lot of confusion, even with municipalities. There's a little bit different. So what happens is that the ruling goes to the lowest local, or not the lowest, but in theory the law goes by the closest, so the municipality, if the city has a health department such as LA City, which is why they're different than LA County, then they override. They take direction from the state. But of course, that's causing all sorts of confusion for our, for our business owners and who do they follow, because not necessarily all of those are following the same guidelines. We're hoping that this is going to clear that up. And we're just excited. The school board, Felicia can tell you a little bit about that because she also sits on the LACE board. She's a very busy woman. The school board, we're very excited. If you saw the squeal, the school board has extended summer, so to speak. They're trying to get ready for what school is going to look like. So our local school, Los Alamitos Unified School District, will start school not on August 8th as normally planned, but August 31st. So it gives our business owners here in Seal Beach an opportunity to have one extra month of a much needed revenue generating summer. So we're excited about that too. I think that's about all the updates I have.
Thank you. Awesome. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate your time and your
Thanks, Felicia.
participation.
Thanks, Felicia.
Thanks.